Hey, what's up everyone? This is Francis over here from PlayerEssence.com, and I have some exciting news for you guys because Nintendo will be hosting a massive presentation on Xenoblade Chronicles X this Friday, and they are set to show off more of the open world and some of the other stuff you can do. So we might be getting our first look at the different factions you can have in the game as far as joining and getting certain side quests, possibly get more looks at the gamepad integration, and also just get an overall scope of the game. And one thing that we really haven't seen much that they could show off more is more of the doll combat and the exploration, because in one of the interviews with Famitsu, Takahashi said that the dolls are not only for combat, but they're also for exploration. So could we finally see what these dolls can do in the open world as far as exploring it? That could be something to look out for. As far as my general predictions of what they're going to do, I think that we're going to get a little taste of the online, but I do have a little bit of bad news that might be a downer for some. I know some of you guys were really looking forward to, and even myself, plus what people were predicting, that there's going to be online co-op with up to 4 players or something that you can roll around with your friends, but that might not be the case. Basically, because of an interview with Famitsu, he said that it's not going to be like a normal online game. It's going to kind of be like a loosely connected or something like that. It might have been lost in translation, so we have to wait and see, but we might get the first taste of what that online play or limited connectivity is going to be with other players. I already know I didn't want it to be an MMO. I was hoping that there was some online co-op of some form, maybe a whole separate thing to where you can go do missions with a friend. But even if that's not the case, I'm still really excited for the game because predominantly I'd be playing it single player anyways. I'm not huge on multiplayer RPGs. I do want to see what they have for the online play. I also want to talk about the open world because this is something that a lot of people have been saying, this is my most excited thing about the game. And here's the thing, guys, it's seamless open world. So we do know that there's not going to be any loading at all. So when you go from one side of the map to another, there's going to be no loading. The only time there's going to be loading in the game is when you're actually in a cutscene, something along that nature, about to ready to fight a boss or something like that. But in the open world, no problems at all. So that's also something that's going to be really interesting, because if you're doing a presentation, you can literally just sit there, if it's for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and just say, hey, we're going to come over here, and don't have to worry about loading. Hey, we're going to fly over there, don't have to worry about loading, and it's just going to be so smooth. So the way that they present this game, because they really emphasize, hey, we're going to show you guys the open world. They really said, hey, this is what we're going to show. This is how it's going to look. And I think that plays right into the hand of the game, having a seamless open world. This is the first true next generation game out here, JRPG. This is it. There's nobody else that have done something like this so far, and we've got it coming in Japan on April. So it's another thing is to get people hyped, because it seems like Japan, yeah, they were into Xenoblade Chronicles a little bit, but it did way better here in North America, and I think it even did a little bit better in Europe. I'm not 100% sure. It might have been tied, or I think it probably did better in Europe, but it did really good here in North America. So we all know where most of the fans are, but Nintendo's trying to say, we know we got the fans in North America for this game, but we have to get some of these Japanese players on board too. So that's going to be really cool to see if this can get them hyped up for this game. I want to go over the times in each region. So we're first going to start off with North America, the East Coast. It's going to be at 8 a.m. on Friday, February 6th. Okay, Friday, February 6th at 8 a.m. North America, West Coast, that is going to be 5 a.m. Okay, Pacific Standard Time, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the East Coast. If you live in the UK, it's going to be BST 1 p.m. Okay, that's in the UK, BST 1 p.m. Europe, CET 2 p.m. Okay, so it's really European friendly. I know some of you guys probably be at work though, so you might not be able to catch it. Maybe some of you guys are going to be in school, but still, it's not friendly for me because it's at 5 a.m., but I'm going to have to wake up to cover it. And in Japan, this is going to be a 10 p.m. presentation in Japan, so it's weird. It seems like, oh, well, it's Japanese presentation, but they want the whole world to watch. Otherwise, why would they have it at 10 p.m. at night in Japan? So that's definitely weird. They want people to cover this. They want the media to cover this. Otherwise, they would not have it at 10 p.m. They would have had it at a time that was more Japanese friendly. But this is not Japanese friendly at all. This is more worldwide friendly, because in Europe, you got 2 p.m., 1 p.m. East Coast here in North America, at least that's 8 a.m. And yeah, 5 a.m. is kind of early, but it's not like the earliest. I mean, there are people who wake up at 5 a.m. I don't, but there are people who do. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what they show. Maybe we even get, I doubt we would get a release date for North America at a Japanese presentation, but it'll be interesting to see what they say. Maybe they say, oh, well, the localization. They've already said the localization is underway. So I don't know. I'm just excited to see the game, and I want to know what you guys' predictions are. What do you guys think is going to happen with the game? Do you think there's going to be anything different that they show off? Do you want to see more of the big boss battles? Do you want to see more of the exploration? Do you want to see more of the weapons and crafting system? Let me know what you're most excited for to see in this presentation, or what they're going to show off, or what you would like to see in this presentation. So that basically wraps it up for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Sorry for the same footage playing over and over, but I have to do certain things or my video is going to get flagged. But anyway, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Hit that like button if you did like the video. It lets me know that you guys want more content from Xenoblade Chronicles X on this channel. Also, make sure you smash that subscribe button, because when you subscribe to PE Nintendo, you're going to get all sorts of dedicated shows on Nintendo's franchises. All right, make sure you check out the description below. That'll take you over to playerassist.com. There you can get all your news, reviews, trailers, tips and tricks, and plenty more information on Xenoblade Chronicles X. Thanks again, guys, and we will see you for the next video. Peace.